Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Self-Care in the Kitchen this week. I didn't really have anything I was super interested in making, so I figured we'd do some self-care because it's springtime and we all kind of have some stuff to clean out for ourselves. I also had some stuff in the refrigerator that was going to go bad soon. And I remembered that you can do some face masks and hair masks and things like that with stuff in the kitchen. So I was hoping to inspire people to just take care of themselves a little with some really simple ingredients that most people have. If you don't, it's really easy to get your hands on them. So yeah, welcome to me with no makeup. I just washed my face. My allergies are going crazy, so I have some breakouts happening. And I put on some hyaluronic acid to help with that. And some vitamin C oil. So we're going to actually make the masks. Hotberry's birthday. Oh, even better. Happy birthday, Hotberry. Even better. So these, hopefully, I think you guys should have these. And you could make along with to help celebrate birthday. Have yourself a little spa day. Yeah. Yay, happy birthday. Man, I should have planned ahead. The best entertainment. Yeah, Aaron with no makeup. Super entertaining. Super entertaining. So the first thing for self-care is there's actually 8 different areas. There's the physical, and that's going to be like nourishing foods. That's what I try. You're making me blush. The physical, so eating nourishing foods, getting enough sleep, drinking plenty of water, being active. Now that it's been like 70 degrees here, I'm struggling because it's been sunny and then rainy and sunny and rainy today. So yeah, my face is extra puffy. My joints are extra sore. Try and not crack my knuckles too much for you. So that's just the basic physical stuff and what I'm trying to do every Wednesday. Today we're just looking at some alternates. There's the psychological, so mindfulness, journaling, learning something new, taking care of your brain. I know we're stuck indoors, kind of going crazy. Emotional, so learning to set boundaries. I'm still struggling with this one. Saying no, having a gratitude journal, which is something I started a few years ago. Lori Henderson, hello, welcome to a very different style of cooking stream today. Spunky Lord, thank you. So I do have my water bottle for hydrates and shot glasses because it's more fun that way. Like, it's just more fun. So why not? In 40 years, I don't even know where I see myself next week. So 40 years, L'chaim. That's where I see. So cheers. Thank you for the hydrate. That's what I was just saying, is it's important to stay hydrated, drink plenty of water. I'm wearing, it's a kimono style silk robe. So since I'm kind of doing a spa day type, I want to be comfortable. So I have my head wrap because we're going to do a hair oil mask. I've got a silk robe because it's 70 degrees and I refuse to turn on my air conditioning because it's going to drop soon. And yeah, it makes me feel special and comfy. So it's all about self-care. And this is what I'm doing. So yeah, take care of the emotional, set boundaries, show yourself compassion. My skincare routine is terrible. I guarantee it. I have really bad allergies, especially right now. So you can see I'm getting breakouts. I had vitamin E oil on it last night, so that's why I washed it off before this. Typically when I wash off my makeup, I use extra sensitive makeup to begin with. And once I get that washed off, I use, what do I use? So I use a Neutrogena sensitive skin, grapefruit with hyaluronic and salicylic acid. So that helps to clean. Then I do a charcoal deep cleaning after that. And I top that with a hyaluronic acid with vitamin C. And then today I'm going to show some simple ingredients you can use on top of that for hydrating, moisturizing, a little bit of exfoliating, and some brightening. And I'm going to try them live so we can see how they work. You guys can be the judge. Everyone's different. Neutrogena seems to work for me. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. That's fine. Allergic to salmon, yeah, that definitely sucks. It definitely sucks. Thank you, Spunky Lord. So in addition to psychological, physical, and emotional self-care, there's also professional. So for those who have jobs and are working, especially like right now, it's horrible because the roles aren't clearly defined. Most acne stuff, yeah, murdered with benzoyl peroxide. I've tried witch hazel, which does work for me. I've also, normally to moisturize, I use orange blossom water, and I just apply that a couple times a day. So if you're going to pop the pimples, from my understanding, it's fine as long as you're using clean tools, clean hands. Lewis, hello, welcome. So you just have to kind of decide what's going to be best for you and work with your doctors. I'm not a skincare professional. Again, I'm just here to do some self-care, see if they work. For all I know, I'm going to have severe allergic reactions because I'm using fresh fruits, and my skin may or may not be okay with that. We'll find out. But with jobs, make sure you have clear boundaries. Make sure you're taking your regular breaks, your full lunch breaks, your bathroom breaks, like get up, move around. Even if you're working at home, like just take care of yourself. Social. There's also social self-care. RJ, thank you. So meeting new people, getting out, asking for help when you need it. I know it's really hard. It's a lesson I'm still working on, is learning to ask for help. So I highly encourage it. It's hard work, but it does help. Stretch. Sorry, I thought that was going to be a hydrate. Thank you, Lewis. Night for you. Yeah. So this is part of the physical self-care, and that's why I appreciate everyone helping me keep up on it, because when I'm sitting here doing this, I'll forget to move around. I'll forget to do basic things. Environmental is really important, especially from what I'm learning for those with ADHD or ADD. We tend to mimic our environments. So if your environment is cluttered and dirty, it's going to kind of bleed over into your own self-care routine. So clean up, declutter. So yeah, Lewis, you might be able to speak on this more. I haven't gotten into therapy. I've been trying, so I can't say for sure if I have ADHD, but I do know I mimic my own environment. And then the last two are spiritual and financial. So for spiritual, like meditate, reflect, do introspection, volunteer, go on a retreat, just do things that make you feel good about yourself and giving back. You mimic accents? Yeah, I've done that too. I went down south many years ago for just a couple days, and I came back speaking with a southern accent, and I did not know why. So it seems like I might have something going on, but we'll see. And then with financial, it's just being on top of it, like knowing. You got such a guilty look. Oh no. I don't want to get anyone in trouble here. But with financial, so this is something that I do myself, is I need to know what money is coming in, what bills go out, when they go out, how much they are, so that I can keep on top of it, because it's really easy to get stressed out about finances. So just make sure you're paying on time, because obviously late fees are going to only add to stress, and we're trying to de-stress here. Very tidy room. Oh yeah. I do not. I have organized chaos. I don't know why, like, most people see my cupboards and go crazy. They're super organized to me, but like, I prefer not having doors on them. But my family comes over and they go nuts. They're like, what is going on? So we're working on it. We're working on it. But I've been living in this house for years, and just, I don't put the doors on. So hopefully these will just kind of give you some ideas to pamper yourself. Like I said, it's stuff you should have readily available to you if you want. It doesn't take much. They're like 10-15 minute little things that you can do. Exactly, they look like bookshelves. I like it, but I also see how this could be anxiety inducing for some people. So we're working on it. So yeah, now my face has dried. So we're gonna start with the first one, and this is a soothing and skin tone evening face mask. So we'll go ahead and switch over to my dual cam so you can see. You don't need to see me as much. You want to see what's going on. So for this one, you will want a blender or a food processor. It's not a whole lot. It's a 1/4 cup of oats, 1 tablespoon of Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of turmeric powder, and a tablespoon of honey. And then you're going to use hot water with the oats to blend those up. So I just got some Quaker Quick Oats. This thing is huge because otherwise, or these are Quaker Old Fashioned. So I got the big one of Old Fashioned oats instead of the Quick Oats. Because we're not trying to make oatmeal. We're just... Okay, this says easy pour. So yesterday my self-care was doing my nails. And I'm quite proud of them. And of course now I'm like, but I don't want to ruin the nails I just did. I always do this. There. Whatever. Whatever, just let go. Let go. Alright. So, 1/4 cup of oats. And I have my blender out because I'm going to use that for a food recipe in a bit, which uses a lot of the same ingredients, so I won't have to wash in between. So it doesn't say exactly how much water, but it also kind of depends on the oats you're using. So I'm just going to put this in the microwave to warm up some water. And then the oats can go away for a bit. So far, pretty easy. Like, we're not doing anything too crazy here. So we're just gonna blend up the oats with the water, and once that's smooth, we just mix in the rest, which is a tablespoon of each. So equal parts honey, turmeric powder, and yogurt. Nope, needs more. Another big one for self-care is making sure you're getting enough sleep. I suffer from insomnia, and oh, the doctors and I have been working on that one a while. So I struggle with getting appropriate amounts of sleep, which of course is going to come through in skin, health, mental load ability, emotional stability. So sleep is really important. I do highly, highly recommend working on that if you need to. A little more. I didn't know how much water to grab, so it's gonna take a little longer to warm up than I anticipated. But that's okay. And this is something you can be doing on the side while you're doing other things in the kitchen, or like I said, if you already have hot water made for coffee or tea, just use some of that. So then I'm just going to blend this up because that's all it takes. And then I'll pour it into a bowl so you guys can see. I think I put a little too much water because it's supposed to be more of a paste. get out some spoons so that we can work with that. And like I said, a tablespoon of turmeric. Oop. And it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. It's just a little something extra. I'm doing something I don't recommend, and I'm going to just apply it directly to my face so we can find out. But it helps if you test a swatch on your inner wrist, like right here, to see if you're going to have a reaction before applying it to your face. It's always better to work smarter. And then I just have some Greek yogurt because that's what I prefer. We'll just mix all this up. So again, this is going to be nice and hydrating. It's soothing. The oats are going to be helpful for the reaction that my skin's having. Mix that all up. And then you want to apply this while it's warm. It's not going to keep for very long, so that's why we're going to try it right away. And this should make for 1 or 2 masks depending on the area. I'm just trying to make sure that's nice and blended. Like I said, I did put a little too much water in here, but that should be okay. There. And then you just take that and apply it. And since it's warm, it's going to help open up your pores so that it can do its work. And you can obviously see where it's going because turmeric is very, very pigmented. And if you don't have turmeric, that's fine. You can leave that off. You can use other things. If you can't stand the smell, if you don't want to risk pigmenting yourself, we'll see how pigmented it is in 10-15 minutes. You don't want to get this in your eyes though, so that's why I'm avoiding the eye area. And if I get it on my robe, that's fine, because it's all natural ingredients, so it's all going to wash right out. But you do want to make sure you apply it to your face and neck, just like everything. All right, so I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes and wash my hands. See, easy peasy. I look like an Oompa Loompa. Alright, on to the next one. So if you don't want to be bright skinned, like I said, leave the turmeric off. No big deal. But if you're having more issues, say with dry hair and scalp as opposed to dry skin, this next one. All right, so this is going to be a hair mask using, again, very common ingredients. Make some space here. All right, so for this, it's 2 tablespoons honey. With a tablespoon and a half of apple cider vinegar. If your hair is dyed, test the apple cider vinegar first because it does tend to bring out red tones naturally, so it could leach some of the color. So a tablespoon and a half of vinegar, apple cider, with 1/2 to 1 whole teaspoon of oil. So the oil is depending on how dry your hair is. If your hair is extra dry, do the whole teaspoon. I'm gonna start with half. And then this is something that should just rinse out. You shouldn't have to shampoo. If you put too much oil in, then you might have to shampoo. Yep. Make it so you can see. And then again, 2 tablespoons of honey. And same thing, like you could put the face mask on your hair. Nothing's gonna hurt any of it. Again, just with how pigmented turmeric is, you might want to watch if you have light colored hair, if it's been bleached or anything. And just try and mix that up a little bit. And then you apply this to damp hair. So I do have to wet my hair a little bit. And then we'll put that on. And it just sits for 10 minutes and there you go. Done. My cat wants in. So there, we have damp hair. So we're just gonna take this and you do roots, or tips to roots. And it helps if you can do this like over the bathtub. I'm trying to do this live so you can see, which makes it a little difficult for me. We'll just go for it. Oh, there, kitty. Have some fun with that. She has no idea what's going on. She's like, what are you doing? Ooh. I smell like an Easter egg. And I look like one too. How festive. I know, exactly. That's what I was like for Easter and spring cleaning, self-care. Oh. And I am wearing sandals while doing this so that I don't slip and fall. I'm trying to be cognizant since I'm not in my bathroom and I'm in my kitchen. Make a little bit of a mess. That's what we do here. Okay. So there. Now you just let that sit for about 10 minutes and then you can rinse. We've got 8 minutes on the clock, so I think we're good with that. Okay, clean up this a little bit and we'll move on to the next one, which actually makes really good gifts for birthdays. Happy birthday, Hot Berry, and for like Christmas, which is how I originally got the idea. So these are things I've been looking at doing for a long time. I just kind of never got around to it. So I thought, what better time than now? Exactly. There's no better time than now. Okay, so this is going to be an exfoliating scrub. And this is a vanilla sugar cookie, and then I'll show you a couple different ways to adjust. So this is for an 8 ounce. You do half for 4 ounces. So I just have little ball jars. All right, so you want half a cup of coconut oil. Along with half a cup of brown sugar. And I am going to warm up the coconut oil just so it mixes a little better. My cat is so lost as to what's going on. It's kind of funny. I'm just trying to get some coconut oil out. Make sure I measure that correctly. And then we'll warm it. And coconut oil is super hydrating, skin safe. And you're just gonna mix that with some brown sugar to make a really nice scrub. Nothing too crazy. All right, so now I need another cup or bowl. So if you're doing 4 ounces, then you just do a quarter of a cup. For 8 ounces, you're gonna do half a cup. And then this you can keep for a really long time. So do the extra. Hello, Mama Zug. You enjoy my Oompa Loompa looking self? All right, so I'm just popping that in for 30 seconds. We want half a cup, so equal parts of coconut oil and brown sugar. that's coming. A little longer. A smarter person would like open a larger hole in the bag, but I know if I try and do that, I'm just gonna spill it everywhere, so I don't. Okay, so then the brown sugar just goes in. So cute. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, I've melted the coconut oil. With that, I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract so it smells like a vanilla sugar cookie. And then, if you want to make this a snickerdoodle, you add a pinch of cinnamon. If you want it to be gingerbread scented, then you also add ginger, nutmeg, and allspice. Oh, I should have opened this before I did my nails. Get out the knife. There. So just a pinch of cinnamon. I prefer snickerdoodles or the vanilla sugar cookie over gingerbread, so that's what I'm going for. And then you just pour that in. And again, you just want to let that kind of incorporate. You can use that as a scrub. Keep it in an airtight container. There you go. There's a clump that I just have to break up. All right, so now we get to wash all this off and see how we did. see, did I get it all? Oh my gosh, my skin is so yellow now. So maybe do less turmeric than what it was calling for. Raisin. But bran cereal, oof. My hair does feel pretty hydrated. Ugh. I'll know more once it's fully dry. There. So now that can stop dripping all over me. Nut bran. I mean, it is good to be healthy. It's what we're going for. Why I got auto-corrected? Alright, give me a second. I'll go try one more. I think it's just my lighting, because I went into the bathroom and I did not look anywhere near as yellow as I look on screen. So I don't know. I don't know. But I will save the scrub, so we're going to use that later. And then we're going to do a brightening effect face mask. So let me again just kind of clean up a little bit what we have going on here. Actually, all this can just go right in the container. There. All right, so for the next one, what are you doing for Hot Berry's birthday? Any big plans? Are you doing cake, cupcakes, big dinner? I know you normally do a party, but obviously COVID's still a thing. So you can kind of see here, let me switch over. So you can kind of see like a little bit of yellow and redness where it's trying to correct things. But I swear in the bathroom mirror, I did not look as yellow as I look on this camera. Okay, so for the other face mask, this you just need a lemon, 3 strawberries, and a banana. So you do need a cutting board and a knife. 3 strawberries. You want to take the stems off and then dice them. Just to make life a little easier for when you mash it all together. And all of these are going to have brightening properties, which is why this is a really good brightening face mask. And for the scrub that we just did, you could also use large grain salt or Epsom salts if you have those handier. You can make them for like foot scrubs, or you can use it as a foot soak if you use Epsom salts, which is kind of nice. Banana. I don't know if people have seen to peel a banana this way. I know it seems so weird, but it does make life really easy to peel a banana that way. We learned that because that's how monkeys peel bananas. So the nice thing with this is it's just very summery. And since we're getting into spring, it's kind of a nice feeling. So we're going to mash all that together. I'm going to actually grab my masher. Because we want it to be more like a paste. Work smarter, not harder, right? Especially with self-care. And if you don't use all this on your face, you can use it in like oatmeal, a smoothie. Like we're just gonna add a lemon to this, and that's it. There. So then we're just going to add the juice of 1 lemon and call her good. Wow, I'm doing a terrible job of making sure you guys can see. I'm sorry. So I'm just juicing it through my fingers to make sure I catch any seeds, because I don't want to put the seeds on my face. I'm just going to start with the 1/2, mix it up, and then add the other, because these are really juicy lemons, more so than I was expecting. Smells great though. Juicy lemon, yeah. I'm sure this motion also looks great on camera. I don't know why that's my go-to for how to juice a lemon, but it is. It is. Ugh, it smells so good. So if you have any open sores, like I said, I have allergies going on. Always test your tolerance before applying citrus because it's going to burn. If you've never accidentally put lemon in an open wound, it's not fun. And then you're putting it on your face, which is also more delicate. So you just mix up the banana, the strawberry, and the lemon juice. And honestly, I think that's good. I don't think we need the other half of the lemon. I'll save that for a final recipe. Technique on point. I mean, if anyone knows, it'd be Anime Daddy, right? All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, it feels so weird. Rubbing your eyes, yeah. But it is nice and cold, so after the turmeric and oat, this is going to be nice and hydrating as well and brightening, and it's going to help any puffiness. Probably need to mash this more because I'm getting like large pieces. So we're gonna try that. Let me rinse my hands and try mashing it a little more. I feel like it probably would be better in a food processor or blender just so that I could really get into a good puree. I know, yeah, it's way more chunky than I thought it would be. But that's what we're working with on this one. So, all right. It smells really good, so I'll give it that. And it feels really nice going on. As weird as that sounds. I'm just gonna sit here, rub banana on my face. It's all good. The citrus does burn after applying hyaluronic acid. I expected it. There. Just want that to sit for like 10 minutes. Call her a day, see how it does. So for the last of our recipes, we're gonna do smoothies. And these are yogurt smoothies, so they're healthy, they're using a lot of the same ingredients. But you can also freeze them, which is what I'm going to do to have popsicles, like yogurt smoothie popsicles throughout the summer. I'm just trying to smooth out any of the little bit of chunkiness. It feels weird. Feels weird, okay? So for Greek yogurt smoothie, need 1 cup of strawberries to 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt. I have a lot of Greek yogurt. Let me see. One cup, 3/4 cup. Let me see how many of these I have. Because I want to make extra since I'm going to freeze, and it'll freeze 3 to 6 months. Let's see, we got one. Okay, so about 3. That's what I was hoping. 2, 3. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of wanted an idea. Okay. So now I need a spatula because I am going to use it all. I just wanted an idea of how much. So this is all just going to go straight into a blender, blend it all together, and call her a day. Okay, so it's 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt. Multiply that as necessary. And then to that, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. You can also adjust for taste. It actually will make more sense for me to do this so you can see what I'm putting in the blender. I like peanut butter a lot. You might not like me as much, so I'm going to do 3 heaping scoops. And then I can always adjust later as necessary. And then 2 tablespoons of oatmeal. So I'll do 6. Two, 4, 6, and a little extra go on just because I feel like it. Can't forget the rest of the yogurt. All right, and then with that, you're gonna add 1 medium banana. Again, I tripled, so we're gonna do 3. And then 1 cup of berries of your choice, so I'll again do 3. You just want to make sure they're fully ripe. Two. Then I'm going to add the juice of the lemon because it's here. Doesn't call for it, but it's a smoothie. Like, do what makes you happy. And I'm going to have to start blending this down because it's starting to get pretty full. then you can add almond milk, water, ice as needed. Now I thought I got you all. There. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna blend this down and then we'll add strawberries. So there we are so far. We just need to add in strawberries. Alright, so I just rinsed the strawberries to get any residual chemicals or anything else off of them. I'm just going to take the stems off and in they go. Like I said, it should be about 3 cups because I tripled, so 1 cup per batch. Oh good, that means I get to wash my face because it's starting to get very sticky. But it does just say to rinse off, so that's all I'm doing. And it still smells really good, so I like it. Alright, so the rest of the strawberries. And this also is just giving me a chance to make sure if any of them don't look quite right, to leave them out, because I know with my allergies it could be a big issue. And then I'll give this a taste and we'll adjust as necessary if I think it needs any spices or anything else. We are going to top with mint to finish it, so it's nice and refreshing. So this should be a really good pick-me-up for breakfast or a snack. Like I said, if you freeze it for popsicles or to make smoothies later, just a good way to kickstart the day, because it's got a lot of really good vitamins, minerals, it's got proteins, good fats, and it's healthy. No added sugar. You can add some honey if you need some more sweetness. I don't think I will. We'll see. Or even brown sugar if you really need to. There. That's the last of my strawberries right here. So let's blend her up. All right, this is pretty full. So there's where we're at. So we're just gonna add 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh mint. And then once that's blended in, we're good to go. that's that. So now to taste it and make sure I like it. Oh, that's really good. I do really like that. I like the peanut butter with the fresh mint, the citrus and strawberry. It comes together really nicely. And since I have so much and I know it'll freeze 3 to 6 months, so let's make some popsicles. So I have some popsicle molds. If I did not, then you can just use an ice cube tray. So I'll show both methods. So I'll slide this over. So if you just put it in an ice cube tray, and then when you're ready to serve, you just blend up the ice cubes again, or you can let it rest in the refrigerator. There. Just need a little more down in this last one. There. So now you have smoothie ice cubes. And like I said, 3 to 6 months on that. This does need to be rinsed. If you don't have a popsicle mold, like I said, just do the ice cubes. If you do, then fill your popsicle mold. I'm so messy in the kitchen. All the excess I'm spilled, I'm just trying to clean that up so it doesn't cause issues with the molds. All right. Kajmani, hello, how are you? Oh, that's okay. Yes, so this is a smoothie that we just made. It's Greek yogurt with peanut butter, oats, fresh strawberries, banana. Nope, that was right. And mint. And mint. So it keeps for up to 3 months, and my yogurt was getting close to its due date. So I made an ice cube tray so I can make fresh smoothies, and then pops so that come in the summer or these hot days, because it's been like 70 degrees lately. I'll have little star pops. That's fresh yogurt with fresh ingredients, so it's all delicious. So you just freeze those. If you don't have the mold, just use ice cubes. Ice cube trays. And then for the rest, I'm going to eat that in the morning for breakfast. So I'm going to put it just back in this container. And if I don't finish it in the morning, the other bits should be frozen so I can make another round of ice cubes. So it's kind of a short stream today, but it was just mostly on self-care. Like, I'm curious what people do for their own self-care, giving ideas. Do some at-home, easy spa treatments. I looked like a fool doing it. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay, so then I just need to remember where I put the lid. Which apparently I'll have to find later, because it disappeared on me. But that way it's healthy, it's protein packed, it's Greek yogurt. Like I said, fresh fruits with lots of vitamins. It's good for the skin, it's good for the body. You've got mint, which is very brightening, some citrus, and the bananas, which are high in magnesium. This is still cooling, so this will be a Snickerdoodle body scrub. So that's just brown sugar with coconut oil, a little bit of vanilla, and a pinch of cinnamon. It smells so good. Cooking streams? Yeah, every Wednesday is a cooking stream. Normally they're my biggest stream. I'm not sure why today is less so, but that's okay. Probably because it wasn't like me cooking dinner, it's self-care stuff. I just know for myself with spring, I've had a lot of extra things coming up personally. So I figured this could give people ideas to help take care of some of those extra things coming up. Kind of like the smoothie, this is a brightening face mask. It's just mashed banana with a little bit of citrus. So we use lemon and some strawberries. For a soothing face mask, this is oat, turmeric, honey, and what was the other thing? Oat, turmeric, honey, and Greek yogurt, yeah. So again, this is also edible. And then for the hair mask, it's just vinegar, apple cider vinegar with some honey and a little bit of olive oil, so it's nice and hydrating. Like I said, you don't need to shampoo that out unless you put a little too much oil. I didn't notice it, so when it's dry, I'll be able to tell you guys how that did. So last, again, if you are doing self-care stuff, now that we've used up, you can use these leftover bits of strawberries and lemon and put that in water. You'll want to strain it out. You don't want to leave it in there too long. But I'll mix that with some water for tomorrow so that I'll have some berry lemon water. And that way you kind of have some spa water. The last thing I'm going to do, I have one of these cooling face masks to help with the puffiness around my eyes. If you do not, you can cut a cucumber slice and put frozen peas or frozen strawberries on. I found this at my local dollar store, so I highly recommend it. For $1, I just keep it in my refrigerator, so anytime I have a headache or a migraine coming on, my sinuses are acting up, just throw that on. So nothing too crazy, but just some little ideas to kind of help promote Yeah, the captions are great. So I found these from someone who is deaf, and the captions are very, very important. As someone who's also hard of hearing and who can get overloaded too much, captions kind of need to be on point. There are some times where I've noticed the captions go off a little bit, but it's nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna end here. I think I've kind of gone over everything I have, unless you guys have any questions, any suggestions for self-care. I have added some things to my stream, so I've got the captions. I have a Patreon now if you want to support that way. I also have a P.O. box if you want to send ingredients for me to cook with, or if you want to send cards or whatever. I have an Amazon wish list, which I'm still working on. What else have I done? You can send treats on stream. But as of right now, I'll be back on Friday. I have a couple ideas. For Friday, so we'll see. Originally the plan is painting because I do like to do that to relax. But I'm gonna see if I can do something else. I kind of want to have a community game day. So we'll see. We'll see. Stick around. 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Friday. And until then, it's time for Aaron to go. I got nothing else for y'all. So thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Let me see if there's anyone we should read today. Yeah. We'll go ahead and raid real fast. There. So again, thank you so much. I'll see you Friday, hopefully, if not beforehand. Feel free to reach out on Discord. Oh, I did add an Ask Aaron, so if you want to ask questions, you can do so anonymously. Just check my Discord for that. But if there's anything you want to reach out, it's super easy to find me on all the socials: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. It's all Aaron Go. So have a great evening, everyone.